Welcome to a new episode of XR Frontier, and today we're gonna mix two series. We're gonna talk about process mapping and we're gonna talk about XR technology. Now, why would I use XR technology? Why would I use AR? Where would I use MR? And why not VR? If you see right now, most of the time these aspects are discussed from a certain um, technological point of view. Because somebody once said that virtual reality allows you to create a virtual installation or a virtual manufacturing floor that is perfect to train your operators. This can be, but maybe this is not the way that your operators are working. But why would you create just a virtual reality environment for an operator training? It makes the business case so much harder. Now, the basic technology of all extended realities, XR, is making something XR ready. And as soon as something is XR ready, you can use it in the AR field, in the MR field, and in the VR world. Meaning that depending on the need that you and your use cases have, you can use it anywhere you want. Whereas you strictly design something for augmented reality, virtual reality, it makes it a lot tougher. To give you an example, let's say you are working for a big chemical company, and one of the issues is indeed I want to train my operators a lot faster, and I want to have the ability to experience something really, really well and really, really close to reality. I can create my virtual reality environment, my 360-degree image, either by video, because we discussed 360-degree video, or we can create this virtual world. But we make it XR ready, meaning those people can do this, walk around, learn about the system and the process while they are in a safe room and not necessarily in a hazardous environment. That's true. But the same environment you can use for your operators to go out with a technician and discuss with an augmented area, with an augmented system, whether it's a smartphone, whether it's, and talk about just one pipe of one pump. And without, because in the past, a lot of pipes would have a different color. These days, everything is gray. And now they're looking at, and you point at a certain pipe. And for all the people that look through your tablet to the smartphone or through a certain augmented reality glasses, they can see the pipe that you're discussing about light up. Makes the risk of talking about completely different things and making hazardous mistakes really, really small, but you're still working with the same model. You can also do it with mixed reality. Example, one pump, it continues to go and break down after 2 weeks, but you don't know what the problem is. The technician talks, it's the problem of the operator. You say it's the technician. Well, build this pump out, bring it to the workshop, put your mixed reality goggles on, and because everything was already designed in this virtual reality world and XR ready, you can now add all of the aspects, all of the pipes that are coming to this pump in the workshop. And everybody can discuss what he sees. The technician can describe what he sees from a standpoint of view. These are the problems that I see. And the operator can talk about, well, this is the way that we start the pump. I put this button, we do this, we open this valve. You can make it very, very clear. And from a management point of view, you can say, well, these were the data that it was designed for. This is what we envisioned the pump to work. This is what we build it for. And so you can get faster and closer to a problem in the workshop when you are repairing something and still repair it as it, or look at it as it would be in its actual environment. And so there are many use cases beyond one use case. If you do not focus on the technology, meaning I want something in AR, I want something in MR, I want something in VR. No, design it, technology open, meaning make it XR ready, and then look at all the use cases that you have. It makes in manufacturing and logistics that you are describing for XR a business case that is not dependent on one thing, meaning one training in VR. No, you make many use cases when you look at it from an holistic point of view. And this is exactly where process mapping comes in. Now, why process mapping? If you do a certain amount of, or if you look at your certain process, and you know that you're going to design everything XR open, it means when you just take a basic overview of your major work processes, before you actually go into detail, you can start mapping where can I use XR and what would be the best technology in that case. Would it be 360-degree video? Maybe in your next step, it would be AR. Maybe 2 steps down your process, you will see that VR would even be better. And that way, XR is integrated in your whole processes, but from a holistic point of view. And you're not designing one VR for training and one AR application for this first step and one MR application for the third step. No, you're designing one XR application that you can use for many different use cases depending on your process and which step in the process where you are, who is the person that needs it, because sometimes the technician would use something in VR and the operator would use something in AR, and you as a manager would use something in mixed reality. But you're all doing exactly the same thing, but because your interest is different, you look at it from a different point of view and you use a different technology. But the overarching technology you use is still XR, as long as that's the way that you develop it. I hoped that I gave you in this episode a little bit more about why look at something from an XR point of view and not from just an AR, MR, VR, or 360-degree video point of view. And I also hope that I showed you that process mapping is something crucial when you look at innovation. There's so much innovation, I experienced it myself, in manufacturing and logistics possible if we think with an open mind and if we consider new technologies, not from a technological point of view, but from a use case point of view. Next episode, we will dig a lot deeper into this. Talk to you next time, but don't forget to follow us on LinkedIn, YouTube, and Instagram, and don't forget to use your thumbs, otherwise you never get a cramp down there. Bye-bye.